Hello guys, Sam Pao here. We're back again with another Tier S deck profile video featuring GoodStuff Kagero. So as you all should have known that this deck actually has multiple ways to build it. It's very versatile and flexible. My build is more on a budget build, so for those free-to-play players that you want to play it quite budget free, do look at this deck and see until the end. I actually climbed quite a lot with this deck and has quite a success on this deck also. For last season I climbed to Legend 45 with this deck, and for this season I'm currently at Legend 30, and I can say that most of the game that I win my legend ranks is with this deck, so do check this out. Alright guys, this is my deck list. So I will first explain starting from grid 3, because I do think that way is much easier to explain compared to starting from grid 1. So my deck list is pretty standard for any Kagero deck, so I will just run through pretty fast. So the first grade 3 that I run, of course, is Draconic Waterfall. So what this card does is that a Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, it gets 3k power until the end of the battle. And the other skill is, at Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks, discard the grid 3 to get 10k power until the end of the battle. So this is the card that makes this deck so powerful, is that it can attack over multiple damage trigger. So yeah, moving on to the next grade 3. I do run 2 Graphites and 2 Dual Axe because this is much more of a budget build, and I don't want to waste too much resources on getting those extra Dual Axe. And if you guys have Blockade, do run multiple copies of Blockade in this deck. I do think that it is better. And I want to explain alright, I'll just explain the general. So Dual Axe and Graphite is hitting 13k on themselves, whereas Graphite needs 1 counterblast, and Dual Axe needs your opponents to have 2 or less rearguard to satisfy that condition. So moving on, I do run 1 Blazing Flare Dragon because just to get that last piece of grid 3 inside my deck. So nothing really much here. It doesn't do anything. I never use the skill of Soul Gloving 4 and retire my opponent's rearguard, so it's just to fill up the space here. And the last grade 3 that I run, of course, is Draconic Overlord. Nothing else to explain. This card is just marvelous, the best card in the deck that ends your opponent when they are sitting at 4 or 5 damage. Excuse me. Moving on to grid 2, I do run 3 copies of Velocity, mainly because I only have 3, but after playing for so long I do realize that I do not need a 4th copy. Even if I have, I wouldn't run 4 copies of Velocity, simply because at the late game I kinda don't want to draw into it, whereas I only need it in the early game where it countercharge my control counterblast, so that next turn I can go for either Velocity play, Berserk play, or Overlord play. So the next grade 2 is Tejas. So Tejas has the same problem as Velocity, which is even worse. Tejas standing at 8k on its own, so you must commit another boosters for Tejas to hit. So it kinda sucks if you draw into it in the late game, but it does help a lot against mirror match, so that you can take out your enemy's control, and when you're up against Spike Brothers you can take away that Mecha Trainer. I do run 4 copies when I first tried out GoodStuff Kagero, but it doesn't work well. I do think that 4 copies of Nahalem works better. Alright, that explains Nahalem 2, the 10k vanilla. Alright, moving on to the last grade 2 that I run is, of course, Berserk Dragon. So Berserk Dragon, I only have 3 copies, sadly. I would run 4 copies if I had the 4th one, but for now that is okay. What this card does is that counterblast to retire one of your opponent's with 2 or less rearguard. So this comes in handy when you don't have the counterblast to use for your Overlord and you wanna push for game. So that's it for grade 2 lineup, and grade 1s I pretty much run every 7k or 8k base boosters because I found it so important for my Vanguard to hit over magic number. And I do start with when I first play with GoodStuff Kagero, I do put in one ammo instead of this Madonna Joker. So I win games with ammo by drawing into my perfect guards, like recycling my cards from my hand to get the perfect guards. But later on, as I proceed, I do realize that having a 6k boosters doesn't help, mainly because you are running 9 of those grid 2s, they are not 10k, and that way with a 6k boosters behind, they are not going to hit for magic numbers. And if you decide not to put ammo at the to boost your rear guards, putting behind your Vanguard also doesn't hit that magic number, so I do think that ammo kinds of fall off for that reason. So next I run 4 bar, of course, because I run cards like Dual X as well as Dual Fight. Along with bar, it makes a 21k column, and I run 4 Gojo. So for those of you who don't know, I actually don't pull a single copy of Gojo from set 1 and set 2, and I craft 4 of them. And I never regret it because Gojo sometimes really helps you so much in a game. If you cannot survive next turn, you want to draw into your PGs, you can just Gojo it and try to grab one of it. And if you are going to miswrite, you can always go for Gojo each one and draw one. It increases so much of my chances on ending a game or getting into my pieces and stuff like that. So this is definitely a good card. And the last great one, of course, is Bari. I think nothing much to explain here, it's just the perfect guard and you need 4 of them. And the starter, of course, is Conro. So Conro, as always, is Kagero's best starter in my opinion. It can get you perfect guard and maybe a boosters. So that's it for the deck profile. Let's jump straight into the gameplay. Alright, we are up against Kamui. Alright. Keeping one Tejas simply because if he is playing Risers, alright, he is playing Risers, I'm gonna punish him if he's not boosting next turn. I mean, he's not boosting with the Battle Riser. So those are the things that really matter as a Kagero player, is that you want to know that what are you committing. Sorry. Alright, he's not boosting with that Battle Riser, so definitely do take out of that Battle Riser, because that just slows down the deck so much. Searching for PGs, and what I'm gonna do this turn is to also go down the bar. So reason why is that you do want to get rid of as much risers as possible on the field and not be too behind for the damage. Okay, no draws for my enemy, that is important, no? So 2 risers down for my opponents, and is he gonna ride another riser? He will not ride another riser, so if he tries to go into a perfect riser, he potentially needs to suck 3 parts out of his hand. So that is a huge chunk of hand size. Do have that in mind. Okay. Alright, he wants to push for that third damage. That's fine for me. That's totally fine. Okay. Alright. Fight. Commit to grade 2, 2 grade 3. Come on, draw. Any draw or heals. Heals is good. So I'm gonna power up here so that I can potentially push for 2 more damage. Okay, draw. Pretty good. Yeah. Sorry for the noise. Oh, a kill. Okay, pushing to 3. And get rid of one of the rail guards. So right now, by riding Perfect Riser, he gets a better riser into his hand, and then with that he needs to suck 3 more. Oh, he's not going to ride the Perfect Riser. Okay. Calls down the Trance Riser. But he couldn't withstand calling down the PGs. Alright. Okay. No trigger, that's good. Oh, 1 PG is down from us. That's definitely bad. Stand and draw. Gets a berserk. Perfect. That is what I need actually. But I'm debating whether to get rid of the boosters. Nah, I should just challenge for game this turn and then potentially end in the following turn. No triggers here. Good. And a draw, that's bad for us. He needs a trigger in order to pass. Come on, give it to me. Yeah, that's good. One PG is now from his hand. Yeah. So what I was thinking initially is that I want to get rid of all the cards in the hand, but sadly he gets a draw just now, which is kind of bad, and now another Trance Riser. Oh, setting up 2 intercepts. Okay. Oh, he's going to withstand with the Gold Rattle skill. Oh, a heal, okay. So he's going to survive the following turns also because of that heal. That's kind of bad for us actually. And take out my regards. Okay. So we do need a overlord in order to end the game. We don't get it, but that's fine. Totally fine. Calling 2 of these down. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. So this is with some counterblast. This is going to hit with 1 actually to get rid of one of my Kadas. So he's going to push for 1 PDs from my hand the following turn. Alright, another PG is down. 3 PGs down. 1 left in that. But he does have 3 heals. So I do expect a heal here. Okay, a second heal. Sure. That is going to be 8 here. Yep. So we can potentially take the game next turn. If he doesn't go like crazy double heal or something. A crit, that's not gonna matter. Kanzen double. Right. Into graphite. Risky. So 2 more heals. Better. That would be game. A heal, okay. 1 heal is still okay, but if he does double heal, then I might lose the game. I need a heal to secure my win. Double draw. Overlord is kinda late. Maybe I should call the bar. Yeah, I think I should call the bar at the other side, but I still take that game. Alright. So let's move on to the next match. That is how we play GoodStuff Kagero. We just try our resource and pressure for game from time to time. Secret material, hidden metal. Another Kamui. Always keeping that Tejas.
Stand up, the Vanguard.
Oh, up against Blau. So if you're up against Blau, most of the time they won't commit a boosters until the level 3, the grade 3 spike.
Stand and draw.
So right, Gojo. So I'll put my Kagero here. So why I do this is that I know that next turn he's standing for 10k, and I do want my velocity to hit for the counter charge. So I will put my velocity here along with the boosters here.
Vanguard ni attack. Drive check.
Damage check.
A heal down, pretty good.
Stand and draw. Ride.
Blau Kruger. Standing for 10k, he's not calling anything, pretty smart.
Drive check.
Because if he commits anything here,
Damage check. Stand and draw.
I will have the potential to retire it. Definitely riding my Nephilim because I don't want Flowers to easily get the effect number. But here is something that that I'm kind of I wasn't sure how would I play along with this. I think I will not go for the counter charge first. Mainly because if I want to secure the hits on velocity,
Damage check.
if he gets a trigger and I wouldn't have a booster here,
Damage check.
so it's a lot better to not commit my velocity just yet. Wait for another turn. There goes the grade 3 spike as he has 2 kit. So if he has 2 kit, he doesn't. So that way he's going to go for one withstand only. Alright, so what we know is that he does has another grade 3 in hand, so do bear that in mind that it might be a Asura Kaiser, so don't let it push you way too far. Oh, a heal. That's bad, that's bad. That is the worst case scenario. But he gets a heal here. Okay, one trigger. So even if I get a trigger, it's going to hit. As he goes for that withstand, that will put his hand into a 2 cards. Alright, 2 grade 3. So those might be the last ever grade 3 that he has. So he might not have Ashura Kaiser in this state. Oh, come on. I need to go to the bathroom and he is disconnected. Come on, man. Okay, he's back. What? Another heal. Okay, nothing from my side. Strangely. Okay, I get waterfall. Okay, then I'll search with my waterfall. Corner velocity and Tejas. Gets a draw trigger. So if I get another trigger here, okay, I get it. Okay. Then I'm giving power here so that I hit for 2 damage. Okay, second or third PG, second, alright. Third PG is down, okay, that's definitely good. That neutralized the 2 heals that he got last turn. If that's the case, then I will be using Overlock skill next turn. No trigger. A draw. Okay, that's actually bad for me. So, because that way, he can actually keep the PGs, the last PGs in hand, and ditch the other 2. Yeah, that's what he can do. So, he most likely has the 4 PGs in hand. Okay, bar is actually what we need right here. You're using 4 counterblast to hit 4. Alright, so this is what you want to do with Kagero. You just pressure so much that they try to defend themselves with a bunch of grade 2, and then you commit your overlord. Keeping one overlord in hand is definitely the one thing that you will always want to do with Kagero decks right now. I'm still going with this strategy after the ends come out. I wasn't sure if it's ever gonna be super good. So let's see. Let me end the game here. Get a draw. Another draw. Into Berserk. Sadly. He gets a draw. 2, 1.
アタック
完全ガード
Yep, there goes the PG.
スタンドドロー
So if you guys have Dual X, you wouldn't need to commit that one counter blast on your on the graphite. So that way, the next turn you can use Berserk to end the game. So yeah.
バンガードにアタックファーストチェックセカンドチェック
Wow, another heal? Seriously? Wow, this is like the worst case scenario for us. So that way we cannot end the game next turn, and
バンガードにアタック
it's actually really bad, and we might lose following turn. God, the amount of heal. Escape. So we want to survive next turn, so we are filling this up. And
キル発動
hopefully draw into a good 2. APG, that is also good. That's also good. So battle here. But we still need a heal in order to survive the following turn. Yeah, that's all we can do for this
ア
turn.
タック
Come on, heal.
アタック
I believe in the heals. Come on.
セカンドチェック
No.
ヴァンガードにアタック
エージチェック
He heals like 3 times.
スタンドドロー
Can we survive? How many triggers did he check? Oh my god, only 10 shown? Um,
はいゴールアタック
Alright. We need that heal.
バンガードにアタック
完全ガー
Come on, heal.
バンガードにアタックファーストチェック
Don't do me like
セ
that.
カンドチェック
Gets a draw. Alright.
ドジチェック
Come on. No. Okay. Alright guys, we could easily take that game right there, but sadly, our opponent's triple heal, so yeah, that happens. So I do hope that you guys take something from the video, learn something from the video, and I believe that I've shown you the strength of GoodStuff Kagero, and I will make another video talking about what Kagero players should prioritize in retiring against each clan. So do stay tuned for that video, and do subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. We'll see you again next time.